ask you, what would it mean for you to be in Arthur Cassell's and
She's only the new book.
and yeah,
Samantha.
Arthur Cassell and
That's ridiculous.
Samantha
Well, I
Hart.
mean, don't ask me that.
If they were to close
be
with you
wonderful.
in that book.
It'd be wonderful. I mean, I don't want to close anything. I mean,
You want to keep
first
it
of all,
open
I'm not
wide
going
open.
anywhere. I like my friends so much. I know they're all going to go before me, so I'm busy saying goodbye to all of them because I may not see them again. I'm going to be here forever.
That's the spirit.
Glenn Ford, I was 18 years old, and he kept saying, "Now, when we come to this scene, really kiss me, really kiss me." And I thought, he's 30.
I bet he was.
Yeah,
You know?
and he thinks I'm 33 years old and only a child. I'll show him that I know everything, and I'm sophisticated, so I gave him the... and I mean...
And his eyes went
His eyes went like this. I mean,
camera
like
was rolling.
in cartoons when you see the eyes bumping up and down. I mean, he just was shocked. It was the best reaction you've ever seen. I thought,
Really?
now he knows I'm
Yes.
sophisticated.
I have to ask you one more question. What's your favorite movie of all time?
Probably being there. I just see it over and over and laugh. And another one I love is Get Shorty. All the ones I love are comedies. And John Travolta's a good friend of mine.
Yes.
And I tell you,
Oh, he's a doll.
And I visited him. In fact, they were shooting by where I was getting my nails done. I ran out, John, he came in, gave me a big kiss, met all the manicures, they took pictures. They're still up there on the walls. But I'll tell you something. I guess it's an in movie because my friends who aren't in pictures, I had to just, explain to them what it was about. But every time Momo goes up the stairs and said, "Whatever you do, don't give me a surprise party." He's head of the mafia. Don't give me a surprise party. He opens the door and everyone yells surprise. He grabs his heart and he dies. I don't know why, but that is the funniest thing I've ever seen. And he's like Red Skelton. The more he repeats a joke, the more you laugh.
And what was your favorite film that you were in?
Well, it's funny. It's with Glenn Ford and with Tyrone Power. Well, three of them I love. I loved Return of October because I didn't have first billing, but I was first star. I had the biggest role, and it was my first grown-up role. And then I loved King of the Khyber Rifles with Tyrone, and I loved Man on a Tightrope with Frederick March playing my father, and Elia Kazan directing because there was nobody like him. He was terrific.
Why do you think that so many of the child actors, you were a child actress,
Yes.
and yet you were able to make the transition to an adult actress and succeed? Because Shirley Temple didn't.
Right.
Shirley Temple couldn't. So some people, the audience just wouldn't buy it. But you never went bad. You never became a criminal. And so many of the stars, young stars today do.
Or a drug addict.
What is it? No, they become, What do you think?
Well, it's not over yet. I might go out tonight and hold up a bank. Who knows?
God, we won't let you.
No, but I think maybe I was raised by a Mormon bishop. And so I never drank or smoked. That makes a big difference. Yeah.
There, you did.
Yeah.
Well, you had the proper guidance.
Yes.
Hollywood didn't raise you.
No,
Your parents
no,
did.
my parents raised me, and they were happy parents, and I was never abused, and I
Oh my
had loving
gosh.
parents, and oh my gosh, I mean, I just
That's amazing.
I know it is.
You're
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, God, thank you. I mean, He gave me the best parents in the world.
Wonderful.
That's great to hear because you don't hear that very often.
No.
nowadays. Well, we thank you very
Thank
much
you.
for being here this evening.
This
It
was you're
such a
most
pleasure.
entertaining, you girl. Thank you. You too, Don Paul. Thank you for all the reminders. This is ice water.
Hi, I'm Samantha Hart. I'm author of the Hollywood Walk of Fame book, and I am so pleased to be here with the Pastor Benny Hinn. It is such an honor to meet
Well,
you.
thank you, Samantha.
Thank you so much for being
Thank
here.
you.
And we are also here with the beautiful and talented actress, Allison Waterbury.
That tongue twister. And it's a pleasure to be here.
Now, as you know, it has been suggested that you may be receiving a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. And it may seem strange to some people because when we think of the Walk of Fame, we think of motion pictures, television, radio recording, and live theater. But religion, you've been able to spread the gospel and spread the word via television. Could you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, absolutely. I mean, that's what God called me to do. is to preach the gospel, not only through our program, but also through crusades that I hold, of course, all over the world. And I wouldn't do anything else.
Can I ask you, how would you feel about getting a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame?
Well, I'll tell you honestly, I never thought about it. To me, if God wants it, that's fine.
It would be.
Yeah, because His will be done, whether I want it or not. Whatever promotes the Lord's name, I'm for. If it doesn't promote His name, I'm not for it. But anything that promotes Him, I'm for it.
Isn't it Billy Graham who also has a star?
Yes, the Reverend Billy Graham has a star, the Reverend James Cleveland has a star. And there are a lot of entertainers in Hollywood who have very strong religious backgrounds, in gospel singing, in the church, in the choir. But you know, a lot of people, entertainment can mean many things. Religion touches the soul. And it's so important that the medium of entertainment reaches out to touch people, and I think that's what you do.
And I think with that star that he would reach people in a whole different industry.
Well, the way I have lived my life is I've said to the Lord, I said, Lord, I want my life to glorify you in every way, whether through my preaching, through my life, through the things I say and do, it doesn't really matter. Now, I'll tell you, if 50 years from now somebody's walking down the street, if it's God's will that I get a star, and they say, who's this guy? Who's Benny Hinn? And somebody says, oh, he was a preacher that preached the gospel, and it brings somebody to the Lord, then I'm for it.
And that's what I see. That's my vision for them.
That's what I said earlier. If it promotes Jesus,
Do it.
I'll do it.
It is amazing though, because you are so charismatic. I mean, somebody has to see you. I mean, when I'm watching TV and I just have to, I'm mesmerized.
I've been to the crusade.
And it's a strange thing because a lot of people don't realize in the movie business what makes a great actor is that they can even be brushing their teeth and you're just fascinated.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, look at that.
Mesmerized.
And it's like Marlon Brando. I mean, you're mesmerized by that person. And to have that gift, to be able to mesmerize people with your speech.
And Samantha, if you could see him on stage at one of his crusades, it's amazing.
Well, I'd like you to come to one crusade.
I would love to.
I'd love to have you
And
there.
then we'll have some footage and some pictures, and we can put it in that
I
book,
would
the
love
Hollywood
it.
Walk
Why don't you
of
come
Fame.
to Orlando?
I will. And
I'm just
I
there
want
in
to
a
say
few
that
weeks.
for the people who don't really know about the Hollywood Walk of Fame, we do have the 5 categories: the motion picture, television, radio, recording, and live theater. And the requirement is you only have to succeed 5 years, because in Hollywood that's longevity. Now, how long have you been on television?
Oh my Lord. 20
We'll know
or
the
more.
age now.
Or more. And have you been on radio?
Yes, I was on radio before television, but...
And have you been on stage?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, so, and how many millions of people, viewers, are watching you instead of watching some violent, or whatever thing?
Well, we know for a fact we have 2 million homes a day in the U.S.
Wow.
Besides, I don't know what's on the international, I have no idea.
It's powerful.
But that you're touching people. And yet, in Hollywood's eyes, you're qualified because, you're in show business because of television, but yet you're reaching the...
If I can reach Hollywood for Jesus, I do it.
There you go.
That's it. Hollywood needs to know Jesus. That's it.
Very good. Thank you so much. Thank
Bless
you.
you. And my friend Allison, I sure love Allison.
Thank you.
So we're done?
We're done?
Marvelous.
Let me move that line. There we go.
It's
He's
so
out of here.